Are they speakers or judges? Is your team complete? Yes. This team is not complete?
Not completely.
Here are some psychological mind tricks.
So we want.
Complete? Okay, then we are going to start with the final debate of today. The verdict, the judgment, will be announced not in here because we are pressed on time, but when we have lunch. So we will keep the suspense a little bit. But the debate will take place now. After the debate, please quickly take your stuff and go downstairs because there is a bus waiting for us and it has to pick up school children after us. So we sort of need to be in time. That's why we postponed the verdict. Then without further ado, on the motion that the state should pay parents who take care of the household a monthly salary, I want to call to the floor the first speaker of the proposition.
Yes. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the opposition, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Before I announce this motion that we make, I want the jury to take a close look on the question, how much do you value your own education? Because we believe that being educated is something that happens in schools, but foremost and for all, it happens within the safety of your own house. We all know that this is the cornerstone of our society. We all know that people, everywhere, parents are struggling to give their children the attention they need while they are going out working. And this is why, because we value this feature of parents as the cornerstone of our society and also of who we are, that we are bringing this motion to you today, that parents who stay at home to take care of the household should be paid a monthly sum. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Before we start clapping, we can save that at the end, especially for the opposition. Who wants to take the floor?
We, the Albanian minority in Italy, do not agree with you because from our experience running pastor shop businesses or something else, kids are involved in our family business since they are age allow them legally to do so, and they are with the family and they learn the business, learn some skills they will need in their life when they will open the similar pastor shop in another city. And we don't think someone should support the unemployed or not willing to work people to stay at home because they can successfully run the business without paying another people to work for them. One, they can stay with their kids and teach them, and this is all one big, happy, successful family. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your point. Does anyone from the proposition want to respond to this?
Maybe
Or give your own arguments?
We don't have arguments.
we do have.
But we want to be able
After that.
to respond on
Please,
this.
yes.
Okay. If we consider stay at home a job, you can create a new figure in domestic life, the house husband. So, in the direction of gender equality, pay a person for staying at home, I think it could be an interesting point and an interesting step.
Okay, thank you very much. This will increase gender equality. Who wants to respond? Yes.
Thank you.
Hello, thank you.
Yes, no problem.
Hello, colleagues.
No, lady, please. You have the floor.
Thank you. I think that a stay-at-home parent would actually create a negative stereotype because men actually expect women to stay home, and women will stop following their dreams and a lot of them just have more and more kids just to be stay-at-home mom. And I don't think that's good for society.
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have someone who wants to guess?
While we're talking about what's good for society and what's not, maybe we should consider the future. The kids are, again, the future of our society. So the moms or the parents, the father who takes the care of in a good way, who takes the care of the kids, of the family, the children, since they are well educated. It's not only on the teachers to be growing and bringing up the kids, because nowadays we see a lot of teachers who are doing actually the job that the parents should do. And in this way we're creating a society which will have good manners, behaviors, and it's not going to tend to adapt the criminal behavior, which can happen when you don't have a good cornerstone in your family, when you don't feel that you belong anywhere. So drug addicts, criminals, and so on, that may happen. Just saying.
Thank you very much for just saying that. From the opposition.
Yeah, thank you, and good morning. So, the educations. How can you know if parents it's good to educate that children? I think that the education is a milestone, but the education should be in the school also. If we pay the parents to stay at home, we don't have money for healthcare and we don't have money for a good education. So the parents just make children. And we will not have people to some sector. For example, if the women stay at home, we don't have nurses to take care of our older. Yeah, it's true. Just think about UK. In UK, the women just do children every day, and they have paid. And you take money for a better education, and it will be also a problem for the economy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Does anyone from the proposition have another argument, or do they want to respond? Yes, go ahead.
I would like to point out that the idea created by the opposition that we believe that women should be the ones to stay home is completely irrelevant. Because if you pay a monthly sum to the parent that stays at home, this actually means that also dads or fathers can be more not pushed, but more free to actually take this time to stay at home and be with their kids. Because unfortunately, in a lot of societies, as the opposition is clearly pointing out, the idea of the father as the one who gains the income and the mother who stays at home is still very much alive. And because paying these people and allowing these people to actually feel worthy when they make this decision will also change the dynamics in these families and actually, in that way, broaden the horizon of the children themselves. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, Liz.
So I will come back to the argument that the parents are, let's say, the best educators of the children. So I personally, I'm not so very much agreed with this, because if you consider the statistics, because also the colleague from the opposite side mentioned the word criminals, we should consider the statistics and say, are they really the children of the parents who work, so is there a higher number of criminals in these families or not? So this is, that remains to clarify on the other side. But what I really don't understand why they made this motion at all, because they say the state should pay parents to take households the full salary. Parents, both parents, one parents, they didn't say this. What about this? Should we pay both parents or only one? They should specify this better. And then also, the other question is, until which age of the children? Until the age of 18 or 3 or what? They didn't say a word about this. And then speaking about the economy, I really think that our social welfare system is so developed that we don't need to have parents stay at home.
This can be in the next argument if you want. I would like to give the floor again to the proposition who might want to respond to this or have put more reasons that they have forward. Did you want to say something?
No.
Yes.
Very good.
What you want? It's what you. I have only one choice.
Okay, so I think that as okay, we are living in two different countries. I mean, countries who have many differences, but in every country there is a maternity leave. So we are not including it here. We're speaking about parents who are working at home and taking care of the household and of the children. And also we are speaking about the possibility to these parents to be also helpful and useful for the society as a whole, because while they're taking care of the children and have much more free time, they can contribute to some voluntary actions like organizing events for the children, not only for their children, but for the children in the neighborhood, let's say, or to engage their children. And I will return to my colleague, he spoke first. He said children should be engaged in the business. You can learn your children through voluntary actions also how to work, and that it is a valuable thing to work and to contribute to your family. There is no need to take them really working, I mean, according to laws, etc. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Who haven't I heard yet that wants to contribute?
Okay,
Yes.
I'll take the floor. I'll leave this. So thank you very much to the proposition to picture this nice utopia world where people can stay at home with their kids.
Please use the microphone because the judges cannot hear you.
I'm sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. So thank you for picturing this utopia world, but let's get back to the reality, and that would be, of course, the question of the money. You are talking about giving something like a financing to every family where there is a person staying at home with a child, right? So we are talking about maybe thousands of families or households that would need to be supported. And I would really like to know where would you like to find the money in our budget, because this money that we are talking about, they are not allocated there at the moment. So where would you like to take it from? Is it from our healthcare money, or is it from our educational system? Where would you like to find the money to finance this? Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've reached the time for the final closing statements. So first, the proposition gets to sum up their point of view, and eventually the opposition gets to close the debate. Who can I invite to summarize your point of view? Someone? Okay.
So, first of all, we are aware that the motion that we are proposing needs to be developed more in detail. I also thank the opposition for pointing this out. It's the first motion that we want to have agreed is whether we should think about this as a possibility, yes or no. So the practical details about how many parents and for how long are exactly the points where we would like to start debating on. Also finding the money. It is true that when people are supported in taking care of their daily life, that they are more willing and more able to go out and work and be more productive in the area of their choice. And this way, we feel that even if we would like to give money in the first place, after a certain time, we will actually gain money out of this motion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the speech. And now, who have you got? Do you agree with who's going to give the closing statement?
We can base our discussion only on the democratic values. That means that do the people, the voters who elected us, agree with paying the money to the unnecessary things, just like supporting nursing kids at home instead of having a normal job. And we think that it's not fair towards the people who work, both of the in family where both of the parents work, and they successfully raise their kids without being supported. Thank you. Okay,
thank you very much for the close statement. Please give everyone a round of applause. I think all of you did wonderful, but we're now going outside since we're pressed on time. Get your